So we've become familiar with the beast plank, and we've also used the beast plank to do a tension hold, working with our breath. Today we are going to be looking at moving with that. So we're going to be moving our arms and moving our legs. We're going to do one at a time, so one arm, one leg, and then we're going to do one arm and one leg in a cross-patterning format. Okay, so again we're going to be working with our cues. We're going to make sure that our little toe is engaged. If it isn't, just give it a little tweak out. We're going to make sure that our foot is turned out to make sure that that little toe is engaged. Obviously we're going to do this on both sides. We're going to make sure our hips are stacked over the top of our knees. Hands stacked directly under the shoulders. We're going to push the ground away. We're going to push with our hands and our feet. We're going to rotate the arms round so that we're engaging those little fingers. Neck long, chin tucked, breath into the abdomen. Brace. And then with as minimal movement as possible, we're going to come in here and down. We're going to do that on both sides. Good. When you're doing this, you want to try and make sure that your elbow comes down, so you're almost hugging your chest. When you come back down before you do the next movement, you want to make sure that your arm returns to that twisted in position to make sure that you have the back line fully on board. We're then going to exhale, re-inhale, brace, and we're going to do the legs. So we're going to lift the knee forwards, we're going to come back down, make sure that fifth toe is engaged, and then rotate back out. Next side, we're going to lift up and in, back down, and here. With any of these movements, we can use a dowel. So here I've actually got a paint roller because a dowel is a bit too big to have where I am against the wall here. We're going to use this to make sure that our pelvis doesn't move too much, either anteriorly or posteriorly. We'll feel it moving around, or left and right as we're lifting our leg. So we're going to pop that back in there, and we're going to move on to the cross body patterning. So all of the cues are exactly the same. We need to make sure that we're in our good quadruped stance. Nice long neck, chin tucked, little fingers engaged, little toes engaged. We're going to take a breath in. We're going to brace. We're going to lift, touch and down. Re-engage. Exhale. Breathe in, brace, lift, touch, re-engage, exhale. So the next part of this progression is to include movement into what we're doing. So working on what we've just been doing with our quadruped and our cross-body patterning, we're going to actually crawl whilst maintaining that intra-abdominal pressure. So, same as we did before, adapt all of the cues, starting with the positioning of the knees, the shoulders, the little toes, little fingers. Breath in, brace. Good. Exhale. Breathe in. Brace. Keep monitoring your cues. If at any point you lose them, then you just want to stop. And exhale.